Hello, boys and girls. You're watching Fusion Indie on YouTube. Thanks for tuning in. Make sure you check out my Twitch, twitch.tv/Fusion Indie. We're doing an update on CAP, Collect All Pets, on Roblox. We've made some tremendous progress. As you can see, our new pet score right now is 72,966. We have maxed out everything here in the Rebirth Center. So we have done a lot of hard work. And we even have Gold Hoarder, which is why we currently have the money we have right now. We are grinding epic eggs non-stop. And as long as our boost continues, we will be making right around there until the 3 times unicorn damage weekend coming up. By the way, this upcoming weekend, don't forget your unicorns. We'll be doing 3 times damage. That will be displayed here when it gets ready. All pets are now available in shiny form. Here's a quick update of what that looks like for you. Every single pet in the game now has a shiny, which is why we have so many gaps. But it does get better because we have been hatching a ton of these upper eggs. So from epic up, we've really started cutting down the numbers. As you can see, we still need to get Cinder in his top 2 forms, in the Ascended and Mythical form, but we are working on that slowly but surely. I wanted to also, something that we normally don't do is record an entire rebirth, but we're going to do that. Oh, and we have modified this a little bit. Everything else out on the walls is completely done for me, so we don't have anything else to spend a ton of money on right now. So as long as we stay, my goal is to stay above 50 billion at all times, just to be ready for the next update. So we are slowly upgrading this, but as you can see, it's very, very expensive. It goes all the way to ×2. So, I mean, I can only imagine how expensive that's actually going to be. But we are going to do a rebirth right now for you guys while we are doing this video, because I want to show you guys the potential in this game of how fast these rebirths actually can be. Now, this part inside of this area, I generally don't count this as being part of the time, because you have to come over here and you have to do these clickers and select your pets. Now, I could officially just pick any one, but I just like starting with that 3. That's my, I don't know. Then we're going to go over here and we're going to whip out our pets and just start hatching immediately, because we're already making more than we need to hatch this egg. We're looking for this number to get to 15. That opens up our next area. Okay, and we're done there. So now we're just going to jump over here, and now we're not really going to pay too much attention to the quests. We will do them as they come up, but we're going to get this done really, really quick. One thing we need to do is open this up so that we can tell when we're all done with these. Now, ideally, we'd like this number to be 75 so that we can go straight to the Arctic afterwards. It doesn't always work out, but most of the time it does. And as you can see, we're just clicking the C button to collect these missions while we're auto-hatching these out. Spam pressing E for the faster heal, or for the faster hatch, sorry. The faster that you click the E, I mean, you're hatching these eggs up to the 5 times rate. It's really still not 500% compared to a regular, but it is a lot faster. That's why our boy, the Butter Tom from the leaderboard, has that shirt that just says hold E, because it is literally all you have to do for most of the game. That's the biggest part of your work. So we are at 40 of 42 here, 69 here, so we're on track to be able to do this. Now, egg luck has a lot to do with what we're doing, because as you can see, we're pulling a lot of pets out of that that next rank up. So we're just going to keep depending on that. One more. There we go. Now we're going to go ahead and hit the X button. Run over here, stop on the way, get that mission done, refresh our pets. Oh, and we got a crystal, so we're just going to leave those sitting there for a minute. They'll be done in just a second anyway. There we go, and then we'll refresh them over to where we are now. And then we will put the auto hatch back on. And now we are shooting for 125 to get into the next area. Now, generally, we will get this done before we hit 125. But we can still just sit here because of the egg lock and push through and get enough rares to get us there. I try not to fuse until I leave here. When I get ready to leave here, leave the Arctic, then I'll fuse for the first time, then I'll fuse again in the mountain. See, we've already hit our 48 to 48, but we need quite a few more here. So we're just going to keep letting it run for a second. Now we could fuse right now for the extra 10, but I just, for some reason, I prefer to wait until it's like 114, 115 if I'm going to do that. If I'm doing a complete speed run, I would fuse right now. But we're not doing a speed run. This is just a casual rebirth. And we're only like 4.5 minutes in as of right now. So we're doing really, really good. Okay, and there we hit it. So we're going to go ahead and turn that off. We're going to go over here. Actually, let's go ahead and do the fusing. Now, because there's that glitch with the fuse machine, I try not to fuse too many combos, too many layers of pets, because you will get the ones that get stuck on your screen. And I'm really not a fan of that. So we will fuse out all of these first. Make sure you press the R button to refresh your team. There we go. And before we leave the Arctic, we've already got one of our prodigious shinies. So that's always a good thing. Now, again, in a speed run, you wouldn't come over here and do this, but I just like to because I can come through, pick up a little of that extra cash that's been storing over there, run back over here, and just go into the hatch session again. Now, from here, we should be able to go into the mountains rather quickly, because we have 20 pets available here, but then we have an entire 48 epics that are available, minus whatever we managed to hatch a few minutes ago. Or a few seconds ago, rather. And right now we're about 6 minutes into the rebirth. Now, I could edit out a lot of this hatching stuff just to make the video, 2 minutes shorter, but I don't see the point doing that. I'm trying to show you the actual whole rebirth without all the weird edits. There we go. We hit 175. So we're going to turn those off. We're going to hit C again, collect that mission, and run right over to the mountain. Now, we could go to the fuse machine first, but again, we know we still need 8 more rares, so we're just going to jump into it over here. The reason why we moved is our pets are now making more money because they're in a higher developed area. Now, we will fuse after the rares just because we want to keep that number climbing. We need our gold per minute or per second to go up so that we can move on to the next egg. Okay, we just hit our number here, so we're going to turn that off. We're going to go over. We're going to fuse those up. Press the refresh after every time. And that should be, there we go. And that should put us at 215. So instead of going to those epics, we're going to go ahead, claim that mission. Look at that. Egg luck. We love that. Now we could just skip right into the next mission, but we're not going to do that. We're just going to jump right into getting these last 4 epics. Okay, and that's the end of the epics. So now we're going to jump over. We're going to get the last few legendaries. Claim the mission while we're doing it. Now we could just go ahead and put our pets right in the grotto right now, but in reality we're going to be there in just a second, so I figured what's the point? Make sure to refresh our pets while we're doing this, because we are hatching more shinies. As you can see, prods are done, and we're done with the legendary egg. So on the way into the grotto to get the final few, we will go ahead and fuse these, just to make our team a little bit stronger. There we go, that's another one of our shinies up. Another shiny. Okay, and there we go. And this is what our team is when we first get into the grotto. That's not bad. Oh look, and our mission just happens to coincide with what we need to do. And now we will hatch, you know, the 35, 40 pets that we need to finish these off. First sign we're looking for is for the Ascendeds to be done. There we go, the Ascendeds are done, so we're going to grab a few more, and then we will go and fuse and see if we're done. That should put us just about done right there, so let's go check. And we're done. That was a rebirth in just a little over 10 minutes. Not bad. We can accept that. And again, if I was speed rushing that, we could easily knock another minute or 2 off of that. I think my best right now is like 7 minutes and 20 seconds, 7:30, somewhere around there. I wasn't officially timing it, but I was keeping an eye out. I just want to thank you all for watching. This has been another cap video, Collect All Pets with Fusion Indie. Make sure you check out my Twitch, twitch.tv/Fusion Indie, and check the links below down in the description if you'd like to join the Discord. We are constantly giving away Adopt Me Pets on the Discord now. Instead of doing that on Twitch, we now do that on Discord. So feel free to join there. You guys have a great day. Love you all.